Like this album is a lot about processing shame, desire, I don't know, all types of feelings. And Comeback is kind of like fantasizing about uh, what the intensity of that moment would be if the person who I messed up with and wrote Think About You about, if we were to have sex again. So that's what it's about. It's kind of in a fantasy world.
What happens during the making of this album that leads you to Comeback? Because like there has to be there has to be some sort of personal and emotional journey before you arrive at, you know, even the thought of hooking up with somebody again and what life would be like after that.
Well, I'm really good at recycling relationships. So I figure if we've had great sex once, why don't we just go back and do it again? So that's kind of what the song is about. But I learned a lot about myself through the making of this album because I had to, like, I've always been kind of in and out of a relationship since I started dating, since I was 14. It's been like 2 years here, 2 years there, 3 years here, on and off for 5 years, blah, blah, blah type thing. And with this album, I was like, I'm actually going to just try to be completely on my own. I'm not going to be intimate with anyone. I might say yes to a date, but like, I'm going home by myself. I don't even want to kiss you. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to save all my energy and creativity for myself because I cheated on my last boyfriend, and that's where a lot of this this guilt and shame came from that I put on myself. And I was just like, I need to take a step back and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing and why?
You taking that step back and having this realization, a come to Jesus moment within your own life, does that lead you to this new album?
Yes.
Is it written about the person you cheated on, or you?
Yeah. It's not the whole. That's not what the whole album is about. It's much more about processing different feelings because he completely cut me off. He was like, "Ooh, nope, don't want to deal with that," So it changed my life. It was like one of those catastrophic life events where you're like, "Oh, okay, I'll never be the same after this,"
Because
which I'm thankful.
you question yourself and you learn about yourself and you try to fix things, right? Because clearly he did
I
it
had
for a
something to
reason.
fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever, we make the decisions we make, but I just had to ask myself, like, why didn't I just tell him how I was feeling, instead of betraying his
Because
trust.
confrontation
So
is scary.
yeah, but I don't mind confrontation in certain ways. So you know, yeah, I wrote through it, and like sometimes I had to. Small things is about that relationship too, because like LA is where we fell in love, and there's all these like emotional landmines after you break up with a person and you just don't know, if you go here or you smell this or you whatever, like,
It's
you know,
memories.
yeah. So